Hello, Cherries, and welcome to Live Cherries Sunday, episode 122. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to play 50s style rock and roll and blues. And we're going to basically keep it simple. We're going to play one scale over the whole blues progression, and then we'll take it to the next level where we'll play over the changes, which is basically the same scale, only modified for the new chords. We'll get to that in a second. But first, I just want to say Happy Easter. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with me on Sunday, especially Easter Sunday, playing some blues. I want to say hello to my friend Alba here in the chat. Alba, give you a round of applause. Very, very cool. And another idea for me. Okay, I'll take ideas. Compose the essence of a song and incorporate your hook into songs all listening to. That would be great. That's a great idea. And what are you drinking today? You got some coffee? Some I know that it's beer o'clock somewhere, but I'm still drinking my morning coffee in my really cool Cherry mug. So this is a fun thing. You know, we're going to be playing in the style of, say, Chuck Berry, Elvis, Chubby Checker, you know, like real classic 50 style rock and roll stuff. You know, actually, I played with Chubby Checker for many years ago, and that's where I really got into this specific type of rock and roll, rhythm and blues type of playing. I was lucky enough we opened up for Chuck Berry, Little Richard, got to meet them, and I did a sound check with Chuck Berry's band, where I essentially was Chuck Berry, played his guitar through his amps, and did a sound check with his whole band. That was really, really cool, playing all of his songs. And so, yeah, that stuff kind of stuck with me, and I actually have a gig playing next week with Tommy C. and the Black Widow Grease Band, and it's a lot of this stuff right here. So I'm really getting back into it again, and I want to share some of it with you. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a little pass at this, and so we know what we're going for here. And what I could do is, check this out. You know, this is basically the scale we're going to play at first. Very simple. It's the blues scale. It's just the A minor blues scale. It sounds like this. All right, so let's play the blues, and let's keep it simple and play within the feel of this scale right here. Here we go. Let me know if you could hear my guitar and everything. All right. So if you enjoyed this, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell for notifications. We're playing some rock and roll today. We got Alba here in the chat drinking coffee. So am I. Dwayne. Happy Easter, everyone. D-Juan, not Dwayne. D-Juan. Happy Easter. So, as you can hear, we're keeping it real simple. We're playing one scale, the blues scale, and it's really, really a cool scale. And the most important thing I could say about this whole thing, about playing the blues, about playing any type of guitar, is to keep your hand as relaxed as possible. As a matter of fact, keep your whole self, your whole body as relaxed as you possibly can, because once you start tensing up, your whole body becomes tense, including your hands. And so it's good to breathe deep, especially when you're going live and you have like one shot, one take, and it's recorded, and it is what it is forever, you're stuck with it. But really, my point is to keep your hand, especially your left hand if you're left-handed, if you're a right-handed guitar player, or even both hands, your picking hand, both. So it's so important to just keep it relaxed, and because when your hands are relaxed, you really have the ability to put it into any gear you want. And I do this a lot, and that's really why I'm pointing it out. If you tense up, you're hindering yourself to switch into different gears, to speed up, to slow down, and it's a strain on you, and you're not able to be as flowing as you'd like to be on the guitar. And hello, Rockin' the Rockies! So good to see you. Give you a round of applause. And I can't wait to hear your new song that you got going on. I haven't had time to check that out yet, but I'm going to check that out today for sure. Rockin' the Rockies. Awesome guitar player. So, talking about just relaxing the hands first. Kind of like really just playing real simple, keeping your hand relaxed. And use the technique that you want. If you want to put your thumb over here, that's fine. There's going to be sometimes we're going to have to use better, proper technique. Bring in the thumb behind the neck so that you could kind of do other stuff that you can't do when your thumb's up here. Like when your thumb's around here, you don't have the proper strength in your hand to do certain things. Whereas over here, you're opening up your hand and you're able to glide freely. And do other riffs along the fretboard. Right? So, relaxation and Rockin' Rockies, you nailed it. That is exactly right. Relaxation comes with confidence, and confidence comes with relaxation. So it goes both ways. You're absolutely right. And it's hard to do, to just relax and relax your hands and get the proper technique in there. So, you'll find that, recording yourself is really the best way to improve as well. So you can hear back. It's like looking in the mirror. The mirror doesn't lie. You look in the mirror and it's like, that is you. That's what you look like. It's the same thing with recording. Hear yourself back and you'll hear so many things that you're like, oh my God. It's never quite as bad as you think, but it's never quite as good. Also, but the things that you'll notice is intonation. You'll notice when you're bending a string. Are you going all the way up to the note? You're going almost to the note. You know? Hear what that sounds like? You want to finish it up? You want to go? So it stops vibrating. Same thing with all your bends. You don't want to go up to here. You don't want to do that. You want to go. And you don't want to pass it. It's not like that. You want to get your bends. Timing. You want to hit the note. And let it sing. Let it ring out over the progression. You know, little tricks like that. When you listen back and you hear yourself, your bends are in and your timing is better and you relax. It lends to a happier playing experience. And the more you do it, the better off that you will be. Sure. Good morning, Ozman. Happy Easter. Give you a round of applause. Let's do another pass at this with just this scale again. Being relaxed, bending notes, staying within this scale. Now there's a couple other notes that I'm adding in here. That's basically what the scale looks like. If you're looking down on your neck, like here's the A, you know, here's the C, going up. Now you could play these notes over this whole progression. You don't really need to switch anything, just these notes. As a matter of fact, you could leave out that D sharp. And play the whole thing. Let's give it a shot. One thing I wanted to point out is that this is the minor pentatonic scale, and you could play the minor, but in the blues, in the context of a major blues like this is, you could also take that C, all those C notes, and bend them up a half step like this to the C sharp, where it's like, here's C minor, here's C major, where it's happy, sad, happy. You could play both of them, but in the blues, a lot of times people go, they'll bend up that note. And that goes up for up here, the C, all the C's. This one. And you could also play just the C. A hard C. It's the blues. You can do whatever you want. Rockin' and Rockies. Know your scales so you don't have to think about it. Just feel. That's absolutely right. Man, just feeling it. That's really the most important thing right there. It's what it's all about, you know. Hate to even analyze it sometimes, you know, because I like to analyze it and then just forget about it, you know. Joe, hey y'all, first time here, enjoying, but I got to leave in 20 minutes. Well, we probably won't be here. We'll probably be here another 20 minutes and that's it. Anyway, so thank you, Rocky and Rockies. Listen up, y'all. Very, very cool. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Play this scale, but keep in mind that you could play the C like a major. C sharp. And do both of them. That's how you get that riff. Let's give it a shot. Let's play here. I could land on the A the whole time. Little Chuck Berry. So we're rocking. We are rocking the Rockies. So very simple. I kind of mixed it up a little bit there. I kind of went out of the A context. Because right in here, right in this little box right here, you have everything you want, everything you need. Now you could go into, when it goes to D, it's good, actually backing up a little bit, it's good to be aware of what this note is doing. Like the A root note. Over the A progression. Here's a rhythm, by the way. So it's real straightforward. It's no like boogie woogie or anything. It's just straight, like Chuck Berry, rock and roll. You know, just this driving. I'm down picking. You know, a lot of people will kind of go like this. Up and down. But that's a no-no. When I played with Chubby Checker and we would play the twist and we play it like really fast and, you know. It would have to be down picks. If I was to go like this, he would look at me and give me the stink eye. So it's all down. If you ever watch Chuck Berry play, it's all like punk rock. It's very tight, staccato almost. He's really focusing on hitting the 5th degree here and the 6th. He may even go. Loving the Les Pop? Les Pop. The Les Pop. That is funny. The Les Paul Gold Top. That is cool. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Alba. So yeah. So over that 1-4-5 progression, when you're hitting an A note, like that, right? It's the root note. When it goes to a D, that A is really the 5th now of the D chord. So it's okay to just land on the A because you're hitting a chord tone. When it goes to the E chord, the A is the 4th. So that's really okay to hit that too because it's not really for a while. But you could hit a half step down or a whole step. Think about what's that one note is doing to the chord underneath. When you're hitting that E chord, the 5 chord, and you're still banging away on the A note, what's going on with that E? You could really do a few things. You know, you could kind of back there. So I'm emphasizing now over that E. When I hit the A, you can go. So I'm kind of targeting over the notes right there. So how we played this blues scale right here over the A chord, well, when it goes to D, you could bring that whole thing up. You can go up to play. Same thing when it goes to the E chord. Let's try that on a pass. So I'm going to play the A blues scale over the A, the 1 chord. I'm going to play the D over the 4 chord, and I'm going to play the E. And then back to the 1 chord. Let's try it out. Back to A. No, the E. Back to A. All right. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Like I am. Loving the gold top, Osman. I am loving the gold top. It is an amazing guitar. I think the funnest thing, really, is kind of just banging away on the, around A. It's really the simplest way to go. Just kind of focusing on the A note. Kind of like rock and roll. You can go anywhere, any A on the neck. All right, having so much fun playing the blues. It really is fun. So many riffs sound like rock and roll riffs. Walk of Life, Dire Straits. Yeah, that's got a lot of killer rock and roll riffs in it. Ritesh, he's just an amazing player. Mark Knopfler, I love him. Really, really, really cool. We should get into that. One of these days we'll do the Sultans of Swing. And so, I do go a little bit deeper into the blues with my Essentials guitar course I'll mention here briefly, where I do a whole thing on the blues. And it's, where is it? It's right here. We'll mention it's Jerry. Check it out when you get a chance. I'll put a link in the description. It's my Essential Skills collection, where I go over fretboard memorization, a circle of fifths, and playing the blues. And it really breaks down simple blues shuffles, straight ahead rock and roll riffs, and really digs a little bit deeper into the blues. So check that out when you get some time. There's a link in the description for that. I'd appreciate that. And so yeah, so playing the changes is pretty cool too, because instead of playing over just A, when it goes to the D, you could stay in the same position too. You don't have to go up to here and up to here to the E. You could play the D blues scale right in the A scale position. Like you're playing the A scale here, right? You're like, when it goes to D, right here. Like to E. So play it like a, here's the flat 5 of the D. Back to the A. And over the E, you're just moving it up to here. Like this. It's like a, then, so over the D you got back to the A. Over the E. So basically those Chuck Berry riffs are all basically staying in the pentatonic position right here. Like when you do like a all those licks are right there in that box. As you can see, you have this thing, you have this one. I'm kind of like filling in the blanks here. You have this. So I'm basically playing, I'm barring that, the top two strings, the E and the B. Up here. And the same thing on the G and the B string. Because this note right here is the blues note. That's the D sharp right there. So you could just kind of mess around all day and go. That's really what this video is kind of about. It's about the blues and Chuck Berry riffs. So let's check this out. All right. How many effects am I using? Really, I'm only just using, got a clean sound. I'm going into I have a whole list in the description of everything that I'm using right here. If you're interested, check that out. I'm basically going into my computer. I have an interface that converts it. But I'm using this Strymon Iridium pedal. It's basically like an amplifier. It's an amp modeler. That just gives me this clean sound right here. Basic clean sound. Basic clean sound. Then I have my pedal, and the good thing about the Iridium is I can plug my pedal board right into it. So I have pedals. I have my blues driver. That gives me my distortion. Got the blues driver, and I have a Hot Tone Blues, it's like a little blue pedal by Hot Tone, and I discontinued them, but it gives me like a little bit of it's a slight distortion, as opposed to, sometimes I use them together. Here's the blues driver. I kick on the Hot Tone. Look what it does. It just gives me sustain. So you can really kind of sustain for miles. So, and then I have a delay. Here. And that's basically it. Really simple, just distortion, clean. All I know is I really like this fretboard. And I think that this fretboard gives you a lot of sustain. Les Paul fretboards. It's just really nice. I dig it. I'm in love with this guitar. If you didn't know already. And yeah, thanks. I do have some videos on the circle of fifths. Really, really good to know that. Check those out. I'll put a link in the description for, I think it's called Learning the Circle of Fifths in 7 minutes, something like that. So, yeah. Well, thanks for spending some time with me here today. I think we're going to wrap it up here for the day, but Rockin' and Rocky's talking about Andre Segovia, the father of classical guitar, and he was still learning at 84 years old, so there's no end to learn. That's right. I'm nearing 84 right now. And there is no ending to learn. That's right. I'm a lifelong learner. And I hope to share some of this with you. Hopefully you'll pick up on some of the stuff that I know, and I love to pick up on some of the stuff that you know. That's the beautiful thing about guitar, you know, we're like sponges. We just kind of sponge and just keep learning, keep absorbing what we know and just keep doing it, you know. And I think so. But Ritesh, I think really what it comes down to, it's all in your hands. You could have the nicest guitars, nicest gear in the world, but it really doesn't make a difference, you know. I mean, it makes a difference. Absolutely makes a difference. But without really practicing and getting control and relaxing your hands, you know, I don't think you could really progress that way. So I think number one thing is stretching. Definitely go through a routine before you play every time. Keep your hands, you know, this is what you have to play with, you know, so you got to take care of them. Don't take them for granted. And so, yeah, it's in the hands. Then you can get into all the gear and stuff like that. But, you know, what I mean by the hands, too, it's just the feel. The way you hold a chord, the way you strike a note. The way you shake it. Like anybody can hit this note. But Eric Clapton can hit that note, and you know it's Eric Clapton. Eddie Van Halen can hit that note, you know it's Eddie. So what's the difference? Is it their gear or is it their hands? Their style. Where you could just hit it, shake it. Where you bend into it. You know, the way you're executing the notes. It's all in just the hands and how you attack it and how you play. Ozman, 72 still learning. Thank you. 72 still learning. God bless you. I'm 53 still learning. I know you thought I was 25, but sorry to break your hearts. So yeah, it never ends. Just keep it going. Keep rocking it. Keep rocking the Rockies. Rocking and rolling. And thank you guys for spending some time with me here today. It's Easter. You know, spend some time with your family and your friends and go Easter egg hunting, all that good stuff. So thanks for spending some time with me. I love you guys. You're the best. Here's a question for you. If you have some, let me know what your all-time favorite 50s style guitar players are. Whether it's Scotty Moore, you know, Elvis's original guitar player, or Stevie Ray Vaughan plays a lot of that stuff. Or, man, Chuck Berry. You know, the list goes on because in rock and roll today, a lot of that stuff still translates. Slash. If it wasn't for Chuck Berry, there'd be no Slash right now. I truly believe that. You know, so appreciate the old stuff. You know, I sure do. But let me know in the comment section what are your favorite 50s songs, 50s guitar. I love going back and listening to the old stuff. You know, so many great solos there. So much to sponge from. So keep rocking the Rockies. Peace out. You are the best. Rocking the Rockies. So if you want to learn more about the blues, I have a really simple, fun video right there. Dion rocks. Oh yeah, The Wanderer. I have a video on the blues. Check that out right there. And I'll see you in the next video. Happy Easter, guys. Love you. Peace.